to bridge the gap between industry and academics, and the question itself looks very tough because of since we never, to be honest, in 20 years or 25 years of our professional life, we never thought about all these things, to be very honest. But the aim of getting on this panel and discussing is slightly different, but what we actually do in the industry is totally different. And in the industry, it's like we said, and a lot of other dignitaries said, it's every day is a different day.
Yeah.
You cannot bet on the skills which you have today to deliver on a project which will be assigned.
Yeah.
So this skill thing and theory, this discussion will probably continue for next century also. And it has been continued for last century, right? So we are never able to bridge that gap. So I just want to give a brief theory, like we talked about Facebook or Google or Uber. Why we are talking, sitting here in Satara, which is like tens and thousands miles from where these companies were actually founded. Because they were disruptive in nature. Because their thought process was disruptive. And that is the only reason why we are talking about them, thinking about them, what is their turnover, how they are doing and all that stuff. Now if we want to be disruptive, all these questions will never be asked. For example, if we want to bridge the gap, how much is the gap? Can you give the answer? And how long it will take? So the only best way to bridge that gap is academics goes ahead of the industry. So there is no gap.
In spite of bridge,
so industry follows the academics. So there is no gap, right? So today we are just following up industry and catching up game is going on, right? So today Shailavali madam said we want AI, ML kind of thing. So we get that into syllabus. Tomorrow we come with something else. Somebody will come and say Facebook guy comes saying no, this not absolute. Now we want something else. We change the syllabus.
yeah.
That will never, what do you say, end. And we will never see it's always said, right, the grass is always greener on the other side. So when we will see the greener side of the grass is only when we go on the other side. So my thought process is something like that. So probably when we started this in 2012, this was like a piece of rock, right? So that is the thought process what we have to actually inculcate, rather than doing all the technical things. Yeah, they are there to make this institute as a success, but then the actual thought process is what Vice saw. Okay, can you do engineering college here? And probably we had heard stories about him saying this is the ideal place for doing a 5-star hotel. Why you are doing engineering college here?
Yeah.
Now, if he would have said, no, this is not possible, okay, this is what, but he has some disruptive thinking, no, this is what, maybe his, aspirations or inspirations could be different, but that is the thought process which we should encourage. And that is the only way we can get ahead of industry. As academicians, if you want to get ahead of industry, you have to go ahead of the industry. You have to think what industry needs. Not 5 years from now, 20 years from now, what they want, and you should do that. Now, how to do that? Yes, we should discuss what we should do in order to do that. For example, I was talking to Umesh, and to be very honest, we are, these guys, and probably most of the engineering guys who are now 20-25 years of experience, we are not eligible enough to, decide what should go in the syllabus and all this. What we can share is, okay, this is my experience. This is how I have tackled the issues or problems which came to my side of the table when I was doing ABC. So that doesn't guarantee or warranty or give us a 10% chance that this situation will come again. So even if we implement what I am telling you to implement and what industry wants, that doesn't give us a ready-made solution or a warranty that okay, after 5 years from now, industry will be using it. There is no guarantee. And even if you are any industry expert, yeah, I mean, running institutions and doing all this, these guys are experts, so they know what to do. Dadu sir and even these all dignitaries, they are experts of what they want to do. And they have been doing, that's why they are here, right? They have been doing it successfully. Now, bridging the gap, if you want to talk about bridging the gap, you cannot bridge the gap.
Yeah.
First thing we have to get it very clear, we cannot bridge the gap.
We can reduce the gap.
No, why? What will be the benefit? 10% reduction of gap, okay. But how does it benefit? It doesn't benefit anything. If you really want to see this institute or any engineering institute, if you go to Stanford, will they have the same question? If you go to Oxford, will they have the same discussion? They are not thinking about bridging the gap. They want industry to follow them, so they do kind of research, they do kind of things which industry wants 15, 20 years from now. That's what we should do. Now, if you do that, now for you to be capable of doing that, all these things will be taken care of. What is the latest technology? What you need? You need a programmer, you need a tester, you need a designer, you need a PCB designer, you need everything. So eventually that will be taken care by if we do this approach where we want to be ahead of the industry. We don't want to follow industry at all. So that's probably what I think.
Okay, so that means we should have a future vision and with reference to the technology. So
I'll tell you,
yeah.
recently now, we do, my company does semiconductor services for Intel, Qualcomm, and all semiconductor giants. So for last 2 years, we have been working on a project which Intel wants to productize in 2030.
Yeah.
So they are designing it right now.
Okay.
Designing at least 2 years we have been designing. Another 2 years it will take to just test that platform or chip. Another 5 years they will make the chip and just test it in the market.
Okay.
And then that is what 7 years from now they will bring that chip into the market. So that's what we have been. So if and to be honest, what Intel is doing now, it's like 20 years or maybe that more law they are doing the same. It has not changed. Yeah, I mean, if the chip was like a 10 nanometer earlier, now it's 7 nanometer. Earlier it was like 10 million bits, now it's like 20 million bits. But that has not changed the basic fundamentals. It's still physics, mathematics is still in basic requirements. So it's not that we are not capable. We are capable of doing that because we have been, these guys, whatever I have gone through education system are only designing the chips. So it's not any rocket science. That's people who have taken education right from the system.
Yeah.
So we have to think in the way that okay, this is what it is. This basic things are not changing. So why are we waiting on something which is only 3 years or 5 years is going to change the industry? That's not going to change how academics is going to be. Academics, basic academics is still in place. Because we remember our source of information was our professor and maybe some books in the library. But we still manage the show, right? I mean, we are still managing. So whatever new technologies come, they are just going to assist what we want to do.
But still there should be collaboration between the academics and the industry so that academicians can get acquainted with
Collaboration industry has to do with academics, not academics with industry.
Okay, yeah.
Today, suppose Mishra's PhD will what do you say, broadcast saying he has done some substitute to cinema.
Yeah.
I am sure 10 companies across the world will come here to see what is the what has he done. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So there is no reason to feel that we are inferior or we are anyway not capable of doing it. We are capable because we have done that.
Yeah.
And once you have done it, it's just part of the thinking that once you do it, that is a part of your thinking. So yeah, right now, I mean that's what 10 years from now again we will be discussing the same thing. If we say we want to bridge the gap,